Man, micro building blocks is a little bit, kind of strengthier than Legos, I would have to say. Oh! Hi! Long time no see, or should I say it's just been, like, a little bit more than a month since the last time I made my video. And, yeah, this is actually gonna be my, update video on my channel, because I have a lot of things actually to talk about to you guys. And no, I don't have coronavirus. I will just say that, but that's been, of course, you know, that's been in the news around. So, let me just tell you on what's to come up on my channel. And the first big massive update that I want to tell you that, yes, I have finally got a new laptop here. It's like an HP Windows one. And best of all, it could be like a tablet, so I can actually just use it like any way I want. So yeah, that's one of the big things is since I got a new laptop, that means I'm gonna be making some more videos for you guys. And a little bit, but I will just like to tell you that this is the biggest news that I got. I finally got a new laptop, and after many years with my old one that I had throughout most of the decade, and now finally got this 360 kind of rotating laptop, or something like that. Well, not 360 because it doesn't go all the way around, but I am pretty excited about this. And if you're wondering about the whole COPPA thing, I'm not really going to mention about that, but this is more going to be on what's a couple of changes I made, and also on what I'm going to be doing, because the first thing I want to talk about is actually some of the changes I did with some of the titles for my videos. The first thing that I had decided to change was actually the titles for my Oscar reviews on the documentary, foreign language, and animated reviews. I have decided to change the titles and take out the years out of the ceremonies, because obviously when I would talk about the animated films of 2019, like for an example, for the Oscar ones that were nominated for Best Animated Feature, I'm more specifically talking about the animated films of 2018. But since we don't want to get that much confusion, I decided to take out the year of the year of the ceremony when they were nominated. So it's now just going to be Oscars documentary reviews, Oscars animated reviews, and another change is Oscars international reviews, because if you follow the award season, the Oscars have decided to rename the Best Foreign Language Film category to Best International Feature. So that's what you're going to expect now when you go to the My Movie Reviews playlist. So that's what you're going to expect, and also my Oscar review, so. The next change is actually going to be the titles for my Macy's Parade series, and as you guys know, I had done the history of character's name in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, but now, I have finally given my series an official title called Macy's Parade Balloons. I know that doesn't seem original, but it's the best that I can do for a series title, and you're going to expect that with all 50 episodes, and for the next ones, if Season 3, which I'm not going to talk about that right now because it's March, so it's a little bit too early to talk about that. Probably, like, near the end of the summer, I might do a summer update to tell you about information about the third season, but we'll have to wait and see. And then the next thing I want to talk about is actually going to be the Oscar reviews. Now, I already had mentioned the titles changements, but the scheduling is going to be a little bit different than the past 3 years. Now, for those who have followed my Oscar reviews on the animated, international, and documentary reviews, I usually do it in a 3-week span with documentaries in 1 week, the internationals in 2nd week, and animateds in the 3rd week. But there is a little bit, a couple of catches to this one, because for this year, I only have to review 14 movies, to be precise, that were nominated in all 3 categories. And that is because the North Macedonia documentary, Honeyland, got in both Best Documentary Feature and Best International Feature. So this might be a little bit confusing, but I finally have the right schedule. Now, I don't know when this is going to be planned, but I will just say that I have seen all the animated ones and all the documentary ones, which includes Honeyland for the international ones. Like, it's just only the 4 international films I have yet to see, either through digitally, because sometimes I don't usually have the time to go see them in theaters. But if you're curious on what's going to be the schedule, it's going to be a 5-week span. And what it is going to be basically, you're going to get 3 reviews in 1 week. Like, every Monday, you're going to get the animated reviews. Every Wednesday, you're going to get the documentary reviews, and every Friday, you're going to get the international reviews. Except for the 3rd week, because for week number 3, I'm going to be having the animated one on a Tuesday, and the international documentary one with Honeyland on a Thursday. So, here's the premise of what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be kind of like how I usually predict what I think was probably based on the results of, and probably the predictions on what was going to be the least likely to win to end up being the one that won. So, if you're curious, I'm going to reveal the order for you. Week number 1, it will start up with the animated one with I Lost My Body on Monday. Wednesday will be the first documentary one with The Cave. And then Friday will be the first international one with Poland's Corpus Christi. Week number 2, How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World on Monday. The Edge of Democracy on Wednesday, and Francis Les Miserables on Friday. Week number 3, this is where we're going to have the ones that are in the middle, and I have Tuesday will be the animated one with Missing Link, and then Thursday will be both the international and documentary review on North Macedonia's Honeyland. And then week number 4, we're going to go back to normal with the runners-up. So I would have Klaus on Monday, and then it will be For Sama on Wednesday, and then Spain's Pain and Glory on Friday. And then on the 5th and final week will be the films that did win their respective categories. It will go, of course, on Monday with Toy Story 4, Wednesday with American Factory, and then Friday with South Korea's Parasite. And that's another reason why I have decided to change a little bit of the schedule, because I want to save Parasite the best for last. Not just because, of course, it won for Best International Feature, but, of course, it did win Best Motion Picture of 2019 in the Oscars. The first film not in the English language. And if you've seen my Oscar predictions, I got that right. I was so excited I got that prediction correctly. The first time I've got Best Picture right since Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance back in 2014. Well, 2015's Oscars, you get the idea. So, in case if you're wondering when it's going to be released, I don't know yet. Like I said, I have seen all the animated ones and all the documentary ones. I just have not seen Corpus Christi, Les Miserables, Pain and Glory, and the big one being Parasite. Like, I know I have to watch that digitally. I know it's out, but I'm doing, in a specific order. And because for Parasite, I also want to actually save it for more on what I think it also did deserve. Like, should it have won for film editing? Should it have won for production design? Did it deserve for original screenplay, directing, or even Best Picture? So, there's going to be a lot of big Oscar movies I had to watch, kind of renting it digitally through iTunes, or if they appear free on Xfinity or on Netflix. But hopefully, once I see all 4 those movies, then I can actually do those reviews. So, I know it seems a little bit complicated, but you will understand why. So, I just want to give you a heads up of that. And for the final thing of the update, this is actually going to be a little bit of fun. I just want to mention is that I am finally going to try to start collecting Blu-rays here. Now, I know Blu-rays has kind of been many massive moviegoers would usually collect. And I know that now a lot of people are just going to get 4K Blu-rays. But my family and I have finally got a Blu-ray player. And I'm going to try to get Blu-rays that I want for my collection. Now, in just a little bit of a case, there are actually 2 Blu-rays we kind of actually got, but they were actually for a while back. It's actually The Muppets and Muppets Most Wanted. I haven't checked the Blu-rays out for these yet, but We did test it out with this Blu-ray, and it actually did work. So one of these days, I'm gonna kind of look at these, and maybe I could do like a usual Blu-ray collection update, and then almost like go into the end of the year, like join what many other critics YouTubers does, do a full Blu-ray collection. I hopefully am planning to do that pretty soon. So stick around if you want to see when that will be coming. Just depend on how many money I get, but of course, well, it depends on the cost actually. So not much on the money I get, but more specifically on the how many Blu-rays I'm gonna get. I do have a list, but it's just that you just have to kind of find the perfect date to do it. So that is basically an update for my entire channel. So for those who are new, who are actually just witnessing my channel for the first time and looking at all the other videos, you can hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, just let them know in the comments if you're kind of concerned. Don't ask me about Season 3 yet, because that might be more answer like in a future update, and I know I still get a lot of days people requesting me to do Sonic the Hedgehog. But I might have a little bit of some sort of content I might actually want to do, but we'll just have to wait and see. So with that being said, thank you for watching this update video. I'm so glad I got a new laptop, and be sure to see more videos as we are getting close to the beginning of the spring season.